Alright then, what's up guys, it's your boy 3 Stay out here checking in with another video, and today we're gonna be doing another One Piece chapter discussion. And yeah, and today I'm not gonna be doing a review, but I'm gonna be doing a discussion. And I'm gonna be doing this discussion because it's more of a this chapter was more of a flashback than anything else. So like I just really want to talk about stuff and go over the points instead of breaking down a chapter. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright then, first thing first is the chapter, and the chapter it was just pretty much a whole flashback of Odin's backstory. Well, I wouldn't particularly say Odin's backstory, but just everybody that it was practically just Wano, and we just went back in time to see how Wano was back in the day. And yeah, and then to get to the chapter, the cover page, like I said, the cover page, it was pretty cool. Oda gave us something different, and thank God Oda gave us some type of new content and in the cover page. And pretty much he got BJ is looking for his wife Lola. And yeah, like she got lost, and like it's like two other women that look just like her. Well, they hair are just like they hair are formed just like how she put her hair. And yeah, and they kind of like he got kind of confused because he thought they like that was them. And yeah, then we get to like then like, and one other thing that was like very piqued my interest in this chapter was the Wano people overall, like all the Wano people, to see them happy, to see them just being themselves. And we pretty much got to see like all the Wano people just just being happy, because currently in the chapter pretty much most people that we can see right now are either dead or just real old. And yeah, it's cool to get to see them that they're young, and you can feel that Wano has more spirit. And yeah, and it was cool to see like all that in this chapter. And yeah, and then another thing I want to talk about is K-Mon. And K-Mon was like kind of a big focus in this chapter. And yeah, we're gonna see like K-Mon early days, and you can see that K-Mon was clearly he was a thief or a thug, if you want to say that. And yeah, and he was pretty much like a bandit, and he didn't really guess he didn't have no respect. People didn't have respect for him in Wano, and people didn't really like him like that because he was annoying, because he was obviously just a thug causing trouble for people. And yeah, and we get to see him interacting with his early wife, and we found out that him and his wife were actually like childhood friends and stuff. And one thing I want to bring up is like his wife, like how did she go from looking like that to this? I'm gonna put a picture up for you. Now, how she go from looking like a beauty all the way to something like a man? Like, I don't know, how did that happen? Like, I guess I get that you didn't have your husband around for like 15 years, but come on, like you could at least kept yourself in check. Like, I don't know what happened. But yeah, and then we got, like I said, we got to see them interact with each other and just see how their relationship pretty much came to be. And yeah, then we see K-Mon, like I said, and then we see how K-Mon and Odin actually meet each other. And it kind of like K-Mon decided to steal a white boar that was rare. And then they found out that the boar was actually had a parent, and the parent was the size of a was pretty much the size of a mountain. And now the boar are currently attacking Wano. And then that's how he tries to give the boar to Odin so he can place the blame on Odin instead of himself. And then Odin obviously just looks, and then that's how they pretty much met each other, and became like he came to find his respect for Odin. And yeah, then another thing I want to talk about is the old man. Like, I do not know how to say his name, Hoguro, if I'm saying that right, but like it was cool to see him. And like I want to see how his hair was, like what color was his actual hair, because it was like just a bunch of flames. But yeah, we got to see him, and you can see that he obviously had power. Like I said, he was pretty much like the he was pretty much like the ruler of the capital. So he was like, had the most income, had, pretty much everything. And yeah, I just wanted to speak on him for a while. And then we got Denjiro, and then we see Denjiro as younger, and we didn't really get to see him in the actual chapters. Like we haven't, like they haven't found Denjiro, and hopefully Denjiro, hopefully nothing haven't happened to him or he died or something like that, because we don't know his current status. And we just see Denjiro, and we see him, he was just collecting some stuff, making a quick buck by like pretty much scamming this dude that's selling pots. And yeah, we get to see him, and like I said, we can see him while he's younger, and I don't know what happened to him. And then we see him, and K-Mon was actually pretty much a part of the same gang, and they had a boss, but we don't know who the boss was because we haven't met him yet. But yeah, and that was cool to see Denjiro and actually find out something about him, because we don't know much about him. Like we know little to nothing. We barely know how his face look now while he older. Hopefully Denjiro is actually alive, and he's just like secretly in the background, and they don't know where he at, but like he knows, like he pretty much like controlling things in the background, and he knows like what's going on, but he just haven't showed his face to them yet. And that'll be cool to see that. And yeah, then obviously we want to talk about the man, the myth, the legend himself, Odin. And yeah, we get to see Odin, and we pretty much get to okay. I forgot one other thing is I wanted to talk about Odin's father, the previous shogun before him. And yeah, and it was pretty cool to get to see him. And even though he don't play no part in the story, but it's cool to see him in his it's just cool to see him in his design. And yeah, and then to get back on Odin, we get to see Odin, and we get to see all the feats that he's did. Like when he was a baby, he was pretty much able to do like some crazy stuff. And then when he was 2 years old, he was able to catch rabbits and stuff like that, like that probably normal kids probably wouldn't be able to do. And then and then one other thing that he did was he started the I forget the name of it, but it's like it's the harem revolt. Revolt. It's the harem revolt. I don't know why I couldn't pronounce that. But yeah, and like he pretty much just stole everybody's wives and daughters and stuff. That's why every time when people see him, they always be like, hide your kids, hide your wives, you already know what's happening. But yeah, and like it was cool to see where like this origin came from, where he ended up like, this is so savage to the point where like, he ended up kidnapping a bunch of women, but they liked him so much to the point where they just decided to stay and not go back to like their spouses or just their family. And like everybody just got outraged because of this, because like how you gonna steal my wife? And like he didn't really, like he kidnapped them at first, but he tried to let them go, but they decided to stay on their free will. So the people probably be salty because of that. And yeah, and that was funny to see that, because like it's just crazy. And then like currently in the chapter, we get to see him as 18 years old right now, and currently in the chapter. And yeah, and then like that was like most of it, like most it for this chapter. But then like we also got to see like how Odin pretty much are, like how his character is, cause like right when he we cut over to him, and then we see him, and he's eating some food, and then he's actually using a corpse to cook the food. And like they trying to cremate, like this family, they were trying to cremate their father, but Odin decided to put the bowl on top of their father as he getting cremated, and decide to warm his food up in his sake. So obviously that caused chaos. But yeah, and then like we see Odin, and Odin is pretty much like just like I thought Odin was just being like a savage and just being disrespectful to like the highest degree possible, to actually go to this man's grave and actually like cook your food and warm your sake up on his pretty much on his like grave practically. But Odin was actually doing this out of honor, because Odin actually knew the dude, and Odin said that like that was like their last meal that they was gonna have together before Odin ended up dying. So obviously Odin was doing this out of respect. He wasn't doing this out of just to shame him and shame his family. He was actually like just doing this out of pure respect. So he decided to, like, we're gonna have one last meal and drink one last cup of sake together, me and you together, even though you're dead, but I'm cooking this food on your corpse. So pretty much it's like kind of the same. And yeah, he pretty much pays condolences to the dude's family and everything like that. So yeah, and like it was cool to see that side of Oda. And yeah, like other than that, in the chapter we get to see the wild boar. It's pretty much just going wild, and like it looks like it's not a real big boar because we get to see, like, even though it's the size of a mountain, but in the picture, like, we don't really get to see it when we get like the little area. I'll show y'all in the actual video. But yeah, and like that's pretty much it, like, for this like whole entire chapter. This chapter was good. I like that we went back to go see the one of those people, and when their spirits were high, and like they didn't have like no Kaido pretty much taking over, and Odin was still young at this point. And this like probably was before Odin was trying, like, Odin joined the Roger crew. And yeah, obviously, and one other thing in this chapter was that they stated that Odin kept trying to escape, and Odin kept trying to pretty much just leave the Wano country, and he wanted to go out and explore. That's pretty much what he wanted to do. So that's probably how he ended up joining the Roger Pirates, because he probably just ended up on some random island, or his boat crashed, and then Roger and them decided to help him. Or it was kind of, like, I never know what it is. But yeah, and like I said, it was pretty cool to see the Wano people happy again, just enjoying life. And yeah, like this pretty much it for this video. I know it was just a discussion. I didn't really want to do a review because it really wasn't too much to review in this chapter. It was just like I just wanted to have like a little quick discussion with y'all, even though it's 10 minutes, but still. And yeah, and like I said, you already know, it's your boy Thrift Style. You already know, leave a like, leave a comment. You already know, comment about something in the chapter, or if you just like want to holler at your boy, you already know, leave a comment. And yeah, turn on notifications. And yeah, and it's your boy Thrift Style, and I'm out.
To the tune, till I'm dead. Don't want room, I might go by, don't want French. To the tune, till I'm dead.